Today on Ridge Roamer, we're looking at the Triumph Speed Twin 1200, comparing the 2025 RS, the standard 2025, against the changes from 2024. So in 2024, the colors that were available were a jet black, their ironstone color, a red, and then this stealth edition, which fades from black to a burgundy type color towards the back. In the standard 2025 Speed Twin 1200, color options are this silver or a white and red. And then in the RS, you've got this orange or a black. Pricing on the RS is $15,995. Pricing on the standard 1200 is $13,595 to $14,095, depending on color option. The silver's the $13,595. The other two are more expensive. And then in 2024, your colors also determined pricing, which varied from $12,995 up to $13,795 for this Stealth Edition. They are all running the same 1200cc parallel twin high horsepower version that was initially introduced in the Thruxton. In 2024, you were looking at power figures of 98.6 horsepower at 7,750 RPM and 83 foot-pounds of torque at 4,250. Bumping up to the 25s, and this goes for both the power output for the RS and the standard 1200, are 103 horsepower. It's actually 103.5 horsepower at the same 7,750 RPM, and same as 2024, the 83 foot-pounds of torque at 4,250. So a nice bump of about 5 horsepower on the 25s. Torque remains the same. No difference between the 1200 and the RS. Looking at suspension next, this RS is fitted with the beautiful gold 43 millimeter Marzocchi forks. These are fully adjustable. If you look up top here, you can see your adjustments. If you go down to the standard Speed Twin 1200, you get the same or very similar 43 millimeter Marzocchi forks. However, they have a black finish and they are not adjustable. Same when you go back to the 2024 43 millimeter Marzocchi forks, non-adjustable. So suspension, front forks are the same between the 24 and the 25, with the upgrade on the 25 RS. Looking at the rear, Speed Twin 1200 RS gets these beautiful and amazing Öhlins piggyback shocks. Again, fully adjustable. When you drop down to the standard 1200, you're going to get the Marzocchi piggyback shocks, which have preload adjustment only. They are not fully adjustable. And then when you dip all the way back to the 24, you've just got a standard set of shocks. You got preload adjustment down here at the bottom, more traditional to what you see on the Bonneville's, but they are not the same caliber of suspension that you're going to get on the 25s. Looking at brakes, 2024s have got these Brembo M50 monoblock twin caliper up front. The 25 standard has a Triumph branded caliper. And then when you go up to the RS, you go to the Brembo Stylema. These are the M430s. So again, you can see the changes between the different models in braking. The rear, what you're going to find on the rear is actually really similar. You've just got a standard caliper on all of them. There's no No real difference in what they've been doing in the rear over the years. Seat height on all three models is very similar. 31.9 on the RS. They're claiming 31.7 on the website for the standard 1200 for 25 and a 31.9 on the 24. I'm honestly wondering if that's a mistype and they're all just 31.9. Weight is also the same. All three of them are listed as 476 pounds wet, so no difference weight-wise between them. No difference as well on fuel capacity. All three models have 3.8 gallons of fuel. There is, however, a difference in the shape of the tank when you compare the 24 to the 25s. The 25s have the cutouts for the forks. They're a little bit longer, a little bit sleeker, and then they have also changed the gas caps. So looking at the caps themselves, the 25s open this way, then you use your key to flip it open. And you've got the protection there over your keyhole. And then in 24, what they were doing is the Monza style cap that flipped open, and then the locking gas cap that just unscrews and completely removes. So a little different there on the tank and the tank cap. Looking at tires, the 2024, we'll start down here. They're running the Metzler Race Tech RR. Very nice tire. When you go to the 25 standard 1200, they are running the Metzler Sport Tech M9 RR tires. So not quite the same level, a little bit more street oriented tire, but still very sporty. And then when you bump up to the RS, you get back into the Race Tech line, and this is the new Metzler Race Tech RR K3. So amazing tires on all of them. Just know that for 2025, the standard Speed Twin 1200 is going to give you a little bit more street-oriented tire, and the RS is going to give you a little bit more sport-oriented tire than what you saw on the 24s. The 24s had ABS and traction control, and the 25s, both models, have a more optimized lean sensitive ABS and traction control system. So upgrades there to your capabilities for a little bit more safety features out of the electronics. Comparing these 25s when it comes to ergonomics, the RS is going to give you a more sporty position, more forward lean. If you look at the risers and the handlebar position as it compares to the forks on the RS, and then you come over here to the standard, you can see that the standard has taller risers. It's going to bring you up further in your seating position, make it a little bit more comfortable. And again, when you look down at the pegs, the standard Speed Twin 1200 has slightly more relaxed pegs, similar to what you saw on the 24. And then when you go to the RS, it's further up and further back. That move there, changing the foot peg position, also gives room for the first time on any Triumph Modern Classic line for a quick shifter, the Triumph Shift Assist system, to be fitted on this Speed Twin 1200 RS. You cannot add it to the standard one because the foot position is different. So if you want the quick shifter, you're going to have to go with the RS. When you look at modes, the 2024 had rain, road, and sport. The standard 1200 loses sport, it's just road and rain. And then when you go to the RS, that is also rain, road, and sport. One of the more controversial things I'll say on the changes to this 2025 is gauges. So both the RS and the standard Speed Twin have switched to this single round display. It's a really nice display. It has a lot of great features in it, but it does lose some of the classic appeal that the 24 has. So if you are absolutely in love with this twin gauge cluster and that is iconic to you as part of the Speed Twin, you're gonna have to go find yourself a 24, because that's the last year they're doing that. Moving forward, we're gonna be seeing this single gauge with a combination LCD, TFT. It does enable things like quick shifter and the Bluetooth module, things like that. So there's reasons why they did it. I think they would have loved to stay with the twin gauges, but it just doesn't have the tech capability that a lot of people are looking for in a more modern bike. Another change, lighting. 2024 has got these integrated stop, tail, turn lights where you just have two lights that serve all purposes. When you go to the 2025, they're going back to a standard brake light with turn signals. That goes for the RS as well as the standard. Very nice lights, but it is a difference that you will notice. The style of the front turn signals changed as well as the headlights. So when you look at this, you've got those more pointed angular turn signals versus the round turn signals on the 2024. And then your more traditional headlight and headlight bucket also gets changed to a more angular headlight for the 2025s. And then just looking kind of a cool look on that daytime running light. But just note that it is different than the 24s. Another thing that is different between the two of these fenders, 2024 has the brushed aluminum fenders. 25, the standard, gets a plastic fender, and the RS keeps the brushed aluminum. So if you like that brushed aluminum, you are going to have to either get the RS or the 24. Otherwise, you'll get the plastic. Wheels are different. The 25s have this split spoke, really cool look, where the 24s had more of this V spoke. Side panels are a little different. There's the 24s and how they're laid out versus the 25s. Not massive differences, but minor styling differences on a lot of stuff. The seat's basically the same. However, the RS gets you this more grippy, suede type feel, where the standard Speed Twin as well as the 24s had a smooth surface the whole way. The only other thing of note is with this new gauge, you do get USB right up front. So got a cover on that, but that just pops off. You got USB-C under there. And that's something that the 24s did not offer. So hopefully that gives you guys a good overview of similarities and differences between the 2024 Speed Twin 1200, the 25 Speed Twin 1200, and the 25 Speed Twin 1200 RS. All incredible motorcycles. You can't go wrong with any of them, but if you're looking for the nitty-gritty differences in looks, features, seating position, etc. There you have it. Thank you for joining me. If you've got any questions or if I missed anything that you want to put your input on, please put that down in the comments. If you've not subscribed, I would ask, just hit that subscribe button. I got a lot of cool content comes out, overviews, bike comparisons. I'll try to do a ride review on these in the near future as well as the weather improves. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Ride safe and roam more.